Today, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Dwayne Haskins and the Pittsburgh Steelers versus Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Philadelphia gets ready on offense behind Carson Wentz, the number 2 pick back in 2016 out of North Dakota State.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Second and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And an Eagles first down.
They give it off here to the tight end. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Alex Highsmith there on the tackle.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 37.
Second and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
The tackle man.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their route.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. Leading them out, their second-year quarterback from Ohio State at 23 years of age. It's Dwayne Haskins.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
He was taken down by
north of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It's a gain of a yard.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer out him again.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. A 1-yard run on first down, another one on second. Tell you, it doesn't do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets him 6 points.
And I just wonder in contract negotiations, do you show the 6-point score or do you show the yards per carry?
I'm showing the 6 points.
No doubt about it. And his team benefits. They don't care about yards per carry. They just care about points up on the board.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw is Wentz. And he's got his man on the out route.
Wentz's pass.
I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it?
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Intended for Miles Sanders, incomplete. He was covered by Steven Nelson.
Now Dustin Colquitt, the all-time punting leader for the Chiefs, on to kick for Pittsburgh as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at the 15. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up third down.
Intended for Jalen.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. And now you saw exactly why the rookie out of TCU, Jalen Reagor, was selected in the first round by the Philadelphia Eagles. Great quickness, terrific speed, adds a deep threat to the lineup. And remember, Carson Wentz threw for over 4,000 yards last year and didn't have a single wide receiver who had catches over 500 yards. A terrific addition by the Eagles in the first round.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Miles Sanders, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here again comes Dwayne Haskins and company. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive then. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
On second down, Samuels. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Devin Bush, the Steelers' leading tackler as a rookie last year, gets another there.
2nd and 6.
From the 22, Wentz. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you And coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Wentz with a throw that's caught by Rager. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Throwing on first is Wentz. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Haskins setting up the screen. This is Samuels. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down. They go draw play. This is Samuels. He will push his way down to about the 14.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Good catch by Deontay Johnson, and he really helped fill a void during his rookie season when he had 59 catches that led the team, and he was first among all rookie receivers last season.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. This will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Wentz now on 1st down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. This short throw caught by Goddard. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And he will find his man on the outside.
Complete to Dallas Goedert. A gain of 7.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
14. Eagles 7.
So time for the 2nd half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check 56. Let's go, baby. They turn up. Get that ball.
From the gun, it's Haskins. Ebron caught left side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Complete to Eric Ebron.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. From the gun, Haskins. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
49-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool. But it's going to be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Right there, 56. Check back. Mike 56. Mike 56. Touchdown, defense.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 23. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
All day, defense. All day. 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
They run it again with Chubb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Watch the run. 56.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Haskins will throw. Fourth down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down. And Boswell's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
For Pittsburgh.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
And it's third down.
Now Wentz on third down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. They'll look to set up his blockers. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That's good. They're looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. A gain of 9. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll move the chains. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. I got it.
Operating from the gun, Haskins. The quick slant caught. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
56 to Mike, 56. Check 56.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this, saying, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So now Wentz and the Eagles down by 16. A minute 52 to play. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Alex Highsmith. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And he's going to go down again. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Now a desperation throw. Deep. He's got a man. Complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big play there for the Eagles on third down. 41 yards. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
It's third down and 10 yards to go.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
Terrell Edmonds.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half.